Most agency founders are managing teams based on what exists, not what's needed. You're building around who's already on payroll, reactively, when you should be designing a future-ready structure that scales. Hey there, I'm Ben Gerster, former burnout, now blueprint architect for scaling digital agencies. Today I'm breaking down one of the biggest silent killers of agency growth, the reactive org chart. Let me explain more. The idea here is that if you don't design your team for the business you want, you will stay stuck with the business that you have. There are two ways of looking at your team structure, your org chart within your business, and we're going to break them both down. One is reactive and one is proactive, and there's a big difference between the two, and the results are a game changer. So let's take a look right now at these two different structures. On the left, we have a reactive org chart structure, and on the right, we have a proactive org chart structure. So let's break down what the reactive org chart looks like, and this is how most agencies are looking at their org chart currently. Number one, a reactive org chart is something that is very much built around the people that you have currently and not the roles that your business needs. So oftentimes our org charts, now look, we may be a small team to start off, and that's fine, but we should not be designing our org chart based on who we have currently. We should be designing them based on the ideal function of our team to deliver our service. So most of the time they're built around the people and not the roles, and this is what leads to a generalist wearing too many hats. So what we've created are these kind of unicorn dependencies in these roles, where these people are doing actually not one role, they're really doing 3, 4, maybe even 5 different hats that they're wearing in this position. And what this means is our team roles are extremely blurry and we're really burnout prone. Now, understandably, when you're smaller and you are in the growth process, you're going to have people wearing multiple hats on your team. But it's important that they understand which hats they're wearing and that there's a clear roadmap for eventually how you will hire for those different roles. So in this position, you've got this unicorn dependency, and if somebody ends up leaving or you have to replace them, you're looking for somebody that's got a wide range of skills, which is going to be very difficult to find and replace, which makes the agency vulnerable. You may have felt that, where you've got somebody that's a total rock star on the team and you don't even know what you would do if they turned in their 2 weeks notice because they're doing so much. The next thing that it does is it makes the founder very flat-lined in their management structure, which means you are truly managing most of these people reporting directly to you. It's a very horizontal, pancake-style org chart. And when we see this, and this is a simple drawing, but a lot of times there'll be 5, 6, 7 people that are just reporting directly to the founder. And that's a big problem because the founder is bogged down with too much managerial lift and they're not able to focus on growing the agency. The results to this structure is that the founder is a bottleneck, it's unscalable for hiring, and it leads to burnout and confusion on the team. The other thing that it does is it prevents you from planning strategically the next round of hires that you need to build out the proper org chart. It puts you in a reactive mode of just hiring one more body that can take on 18 different responsibilities, which is not the way to hire or build a team. Now, to contrast that, what we have is the proactive org chart. And this is built around vision and not just urgency from what you need today. This is looking at what the ideal state of the business would look like once you've started to scale and you have the amount of work to support a full team. How should that structure look? It should be a role-first structure. So what I like to do is look at what is the service that we're providing. Let's get laser focused on the repeatable approach that we're taking to that service, listing out every single task, and step of delivering that service, and then understanding what are the ideal roles that we should have in our business that would handle each of these functions. So we want to be very clear about the roles that we need in the business. This also is going to provide clarity across all of the functions in the company. We should zoom out and see an org chart that is fully detailed. Even if we only have 4 people in our business, we should still have an org chart that looks like this, and we should have those people listed in our org chart. We may have the same person here and here and here and here, let's say, for example, performing these tasks. That person should be listed on all of those seats. Visually, we can see this person is holding 4 different hats right now. It's probably overwhelming, and our next step would be to hire in this role so that this person is no longer sitting in this seat. It gives us a roadmap for alleviating the overwhelm of that particular team member, and it makes it very clear what's the next strategic hire that we should be making within our ideal structure as an agency. This is basically your roadmap for building out your team. You are designing your business with intention, not with reaction to who you have currently and the generalist role that they're sitting in. So as I mentioned, next hires are mapped out before you're in a painful position. You already know your next round of hiring, and then everyone knows their lane and destination. Destination is the key word here, because when I have people that are sitting in these seats, it's so relieving for them to see this and visualize it and understand right now we're all wearing a lot of hats. We're all sitting in a lot of different seats. There was times in my history as a founder that I was in some of these seats. That's normal in your early days as you're just getting started. But what's great to know is that eventually I won't be in all of these seats. Our next year view is that we have these hires made and you're only in this seat. That is very much relieving for your team to see the visualization of the future strategy of how the team is going to be built around them to support them. And it gives them far more patience to go through the building process in the agency. So the results here are that you have a sellable, scalable, and sustainable team structure to your agency. At any given time, you're going to be able to refer to this org chart and take a snapshot of where you are now and where you should be in the future. And keep in mind, this isn't just an org chart, it's a growth compass for your business. If your structure is built around today's chaos, you'll just keep firefighting. But if you build around tomorrow's vision, you'll finally scale without burnout. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Every week I drop a new video with more scalable frameworks that you can implement in your agency. And drop org chart in the comments below if you want to do a live breakdown of your org chart. Hit subscribe for tactical plays that actually move the needle for your business. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Every week I drop a new video with more frameworks that are tactical plays that will actually move the needle for your agency. Until the next time, stay hungry, stay focused, and keep hustling.